Hi everyone, so today is not the first time that I'm gonna do part 2 of this game, but most of the second time because the first time I did the recording, the sound quality was quite bad. So we're gonna start here and hopefully the sound quality is better. I did a little trick. If it works, wonderful. If it doesn't work, we'll see. Alright, the foxglove should quell your heart palpitations and other heart-related problems. However, the valerian roots are purely supplemental. If you steep them in hot water, it makes for a soothing tea. I would recommend you avoid alcohol. It only worsens your heart problems. Thank you, Alice. I damn near thought I died this morning, but this puts me at ease. The elderly gnome slurs his words as is missing about half his teeth, but the sentiment holds. He hands Alice a sack that he prepared in exchange. Alice picks inside out of curiosity. These mushrooms looks delicious. I'm sure they'll go great with stew. Aye, my pleasure. They're the biggest I could get my hands on. Another happy client marks the end of the morning. Most of the creatures living in the reservoir operated early in the day, which were the apothecary's busiest hours. Now that Alice has some downtime, they've been cleaning up around the house. They pick up a larger laundry rack and walk it through the back door. The night before it started pouring all of a sudden and drenched all of Alice's fresh laundry. Oh, that sucks. Now it's sunny as a summer day without a single cloud in the sky. That's spring for you, oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's how it is. After returning to the living room, Alice that's dust. There you go. Dust all of the cabinets and tables with a feather duster. Cleans all the dirty dishes left from breakfast and then reorganized the medicine cabinet. This was routine. Damn. I wish I was that, organized with my routine. Even when Catriona was alive, this was only a few of Alice's duties, but they never once found it tiring. In fact, Alice felt lost without the set schedule. As they check each labeled jar, and can they notice that they're low on fever fuel? I think is it just me or is there a mistake here in the text? Like a typo. It's fine. One of their regulars always comes in for fever flu, since they suffer from chronic migraines, so it's not an option for them to be low on this medication. Alice would have to go on a quick foraging trip. Fortunately, fever flu are perennial. Okay, so you can find it like all through the year, meaning they grow year-round. Oh, there you go. Alice finds it hard to imagine what chronic migraines might feel like without reprieve. Oh god, that would be hell. My god. I'm someone that has migraines a lot. Yeah, I can't imagine being able to not have any relief. I mean, some meds do help sometimes, but sometimes they don't. And the only thing I found that kind of help in a way is just going to sleep and not doing anything. But that's just, temporary in a way. And if you're able to sleep, because sometimes it hurts so bad that you just can't. And it's awful. It's just, it sucks. But most of the time, the meds do help if I take them early on. Otherwise, yeah, it's a pain in the ass for sure. The regular described it as a jackhammering to the head for hours on end. Yeah. One time, Alice accidentally hammered their thumb trying to build a cabinet, and the pain was already unbearable. Oh god. Oh you. They should be glad. Growing up, they were always reminded of their good health, and the only treatment they would see was for small injuries and bruises. I mean, good for them. I wish that was my case too. River Few grows just east of the cottage. Trees are scattered more sparsely, so the meadows see more sun. Wildflowers grow in every nook and cranny, but Alice realizes they're not alone. Ooh, who is there? A familiar mushroom-topped goblin. Hey, she's here. Is bent over a small patch that's been picked clean. Klafka. Hey, what's up, Alice? What are you doing here? I noticed that you were low on a fever few, so I thought I'd picked some for you. Picked is putting it lightly. It looks like Klafka unearthed the entire ground, exposing the naked dirt. How did she do that with her bare hands? Klafka herself looks as though she transformed into a plant holder. Oh god. Her coat is filled to the brim with flowers, and all the stems and leaves are poking out. That's thoughtful of you to do this for me. Oh, Klafka, I think these are chamomiles. Ooh, do they look similar? I think they do. What do you mean? Chamomiles look similar to feverfew. Okay, yeah, that would explain why. If you look at the stem, they're too thin. It's all bent and bruised. Usually feverfew is tougher than this. Shit. Huh. We can put these back, right? That's not how plants work. Oh god. It's okay. I won't let them go to waste. With this much chamomile, I should be stuck for months, and chamomile is pretty good. For a bunch of stuff. Then let me help you prepare it. Don't even think about trying to do all the work. I know how you are. I remember when Katrina taught us how to tell them apart. They always say, if it's firm and tough, it's feverfew. But cut short and cute, it's chamomile. Yeah, and then she let us eat some of the chamomile when we found it. That's cute. I always saw her having it with her salad. I never had that. I should try it. I know there's a bunch of little flowers or buds that you can add to your salads, but I never tried chamomile. But it doesn't taste very good. It's much better iced tea. Yeah, most of the time it's in herbal tea form that I tasted chamomile in the past. I wish I paid more attention. Back then, I was just in it for the free food, but I never thought she would pass so suddenly. Me too. I already miss her. I miss her too. I'm sorry for both of you. And that's basically the parents of Alice in this game, pretty much. I'm glad that you're always helping me out, Kafka. It's less lonely this way. Yeah, then I guess I'll keep at it. The two searched different parts of the meadow. Kafka had insisted that she needed to be able to find a few without Alice's help, so she left them to their own devices. It doesn't take long for Alice to find the real feverfew growing in a hedge with the little white flowers and bundles. But as they bent down to grab the plant's base, they hear her hiss. Oh! Snake! Why is there a snake here? Shoo! Go away! Oh, little snake. Hello. Alice steps back, but the snake slithers close to them. They grab for another stick in attempt to wrench the snake away from the flowers. But it's like trying to drink soup with a fork. Oh no. The snake keeps gliding closer, with each failed attempt, and out of desperation, Alice knocks the snake into the air with the stick. Oh god. Alice, I think I found some. Careful, Klafka. A snake is coming your way. The snake is headed straight for Klafka. What did I tell you? Watch out. Without flinching, Klafka grabs the writhing noodle midair. It hisses and nips at Klafka, but she hisses back until the snake falls silent. Tosses the creature aside. I don't think it'd be bothering us anymore. Thank goodness you're here. Looks like it was guarding that patch over there. If you come across any other pests, just point me in their direction. I mean, snakes are not pests, but I appreciate it nonetheless. I guess we work better as a team. You're like a personal bodyguard. Kafka flips out a knife and does a cool knife trick. Cool. Puts on an extra tough and menacing face. If anyone ever looks in your direction, I'll cripple them. Okay, that's a bit much, Kafka. That's a bit too much. Don't do that, please. Is that how it goes? Haha, that's perfect. Alice offers Klafka the basket and they put together their combined findings. Maybe while we're out here I can teach you how to kill snakes and rats. I think I'll have to pass. You sure? That's as hard as it looks. Most pests are weaklings. Killing makes me uncomfortable, same here. I don't have a cause either, so it'd probably be harder for me. That's true. Teaching you how to wield the dagger might be easier. You're already pretty good at cutting stuff up. You mean cooking? Yeah, like when you're cutting cucumbers really fast and it looks like you're gonna cut your hand but you don't. That's how you wanna use a knife in a fight. I thought about it for a moment. I suppose they could benefit from some self-defense. After all, it'd be bad to keep relying on Kafka. I might take you up on that. The two are bent over collecting more feverfew. Once they finish plucking the patch, they straighten and stretch under the cool morning light. This should be enough. It's awfully nice out today. Then we should take a walk. It's bad to keep yourself holed up in the house all day. What if a client comes by while I'm out? You can come back later. You should think about yourself first sometimes, true? There's a path. Oh my god, my dyslexia is so bad at the moment. I'm sorry about that. I have to keep rereading every time. Oh god. I really hope, like, I love that game. I want to, like, play it when it's, like, fully done. But I really hope there's gonna be an option for, like, a more dyslexic friendly font. I really hope so. If not, it's fine too, but, you know. Oh wait, there seems to be an issue with the music. Let me just save real quick and... Will it work? I'm not so sure. Ah, there we go. Okay. Let's try that again. I don't know what happened there. Okay, the music is back to being normal. Good. There's a path that's been worn into the ground from the meadow into the forest. It's likely that Katrina herself had developed it over years of walking the same routes over and over again in Rosenwald. After all, only humans would leave such an obvious mark of civilization. Hey, these look good, don't they? We should get some for the festival coming up. Kafka points to a sprawling walnut tree among the plethora of elms and ash. Alice nods their head. The residents of Rosenwald love to find any reason to celebrate. Drink and be merry at the spring festival. Oh my god. I'm so sorry for my reading. And be merry, and the spring festival is no different. It's similar to a community potluck. Kafka scales the enormous trees before her and picks the nuts off the trees one by one. Drops them as Alice serves their body to try and catch the falling nuts into the basket. When the basket is filled evenly with both the feverfew and nuts, Kafka leaps back down, landing on all fours. They take a circular route around the forest back to Alice's cottage. On their way back, the two come across an open clearing marked by golden rays of light. There's a distant flute playing, which is a signature instrument of the satyrs. Ooh, are we gonna see some satyrs? As they approach, they can see the silhouettes of several creatures. One satyr is playing on a pan flute while the other is dancing. Wild animals slowly join in the procession, with a deer curiously inching closer to the satyr playing the flute. Squirrels, that is such a difficult word for me to say in English. Squirrels descend from their trees, and frogs croak in tune to the flute playing. The dancing satyr recognizes Alice and smiles. Alice gets closer and chooses to... I mean, depending on what kind of food, it could be bad or good for the animals. Petting the deer, usually you don't want to pet wild animals. Even though some of them are very cute, you don't want to pet them. But for the sake of this game, I'm gonna pet the deer. The deers here are familiar with me, and especially the satyrs. I guess by now they know that where the satyrs go, it's usually safe. Alice brings a hand to the deer. Stop to smell their hand, which is grassy from the feverfew, before it allows them to stroke its fur. It's soft. The deer stands idle, fluttering its long eyelashes over glassy eyes. I'm so glad I left the house today. Alice is about to feed a crushed walnut to the deer, when it's suddenly taken from their hand. Oh, who took it? The dancing satyr chuckles as he stuffed the walnut into his face. Oh my god. He suddenly leans in, close enough for Alice to see his slit of pupils and dark brown eyes. Hello, Alice. Mind if I have some? Alice swiftly inserts a walnut between the satyr's teeth as he gives a muffled yelp. Consider personal space first. Oh, Alice doesn't like people being too close to them too. I'm like that, I feel you, buddy. The satyr removes the walnut from his mouth and breaks it normally with a smile. You're feisty one. Here, I'm further away. I bet you I can catch any walnut you throw me without my hands. Let's try that. Alice smirks and tosses a walnut in his direction. Impressively, the satyr bends forward and balances it on the bridge of his nose before letting it fall into his hands. Too easy. Come on, I've trained my whole life for this. Alice furrows her eyebrows and throws the next walnut in a high arc so it's harder to tell where it lands. The satyr eyes the walnut carefully, moving side to side to match the trajectory. Like a dog catching a frisbee, he catches the walnut between his teeth. Ta-da! Oh my god, that's impressive. Even the satyr playing on the pan flute, pauses for a moment to comment his friends. Alice offers a polite applause. Oh my god, cannot read. Kafka stands far away from the commotion, hidden by the brush. Goblins are a natural enemy to animals of prey, so she probably stepped back to let Alice have their fun. Okay, that would make sense. It'd be better not to leave Kafka waiting. Hope you weren't bored out here. I wasn't bored. I managed to catch some fat ones. Kafka pulls her hands out from inside her coat and reveals a frog between her fingers, which, as advertised, is very fat. What a nice frog. Fat ones are the most tender when roasted. Okay. Good to know, I guess. I wish you had told me that. Oh, Alice. Hey, don't like it till you try it. Don't you know why goblins are such a nice green color? I thought it was to adapt to the forest environment, not because of how many frogs you ate. Not to mention, frogs are red on the outside. They aren't like carrots where if you eat enough, you actually turn a bit orange, yeah. Because of the carotene in the carrots, yeah? You can turn orange if you eat enough carrots, yeah, that's the thing. Aren't you just talking about eating frogs? Yeah, but I could become the ugly... Oh my god. But I could become the only orange goblin in existence. It would be so cool. It mixed with the green. It might be closer to a brownish puke color. Yeah. I could become the only brownish puke color goblin in existence. Oh, Kafka never change. Suddenly, Kafka stops. She has a look on her face that means she's either heard something dangerous or saw something shiny and therefore extremely intriguing. Kafka bends down and rummaged through dead leaves and dirt. Alice expects Kafka to pick up a particularly glossy stone rock. It's popular nowadays for goblins to line their den floor with shiny rocks the same way someone might refurnish their countertop to have a marble finish. When she stands back up, the gleam from the object is enough to catch even Alice's attention. It's a ring. Oh, is it I don't remember his name. The dude's ring from the beginning. Why would anyone have such an ornate-looking ring in Rosenwald? Alice wonders if Michael... there you go. If Michael had lost it while he ventured into the woods. But it's unlikely that he wandered so deep. Kafka puts the rings up to her finger, but it's obvious it's not going to fit. Nonchalantly, she reaches over and grabs Alice's hand. Write the ring on each of their fingers. Ah, a perfect fit. Are you proposing to me? Kafka stares blankly at Alice. Suddenly, she whips her hands away from them. Huh? What? No, I mean, why would I? It was a joke. You know how humans propose. Sorry, I thought you would get it. Oh, Yeah, I knew that. Of course you knew. It's supposed to go on the ring finger anyway, so this wouldn't work. The ring is on Alice's pinky finger, but it can't go past the first joint. Oh my god, how tiny is that ring? You take it off and return it to Klavka. Looks valuable and is still in good condition. Someone must have lost it recently. Or it got washed up by the river and landed here. I doubt they'll be needing it anymore. Klavka pockets it into her coat, which is immediately followed by an upset croak. Whoa, wrong pockets. Oh my god, how many pockets do you have in your coat? I'm jealous. I want a coat with so many inside pockets. That would be amazing. I could fit everything I ever wanted to. It would be so practical. Kafka opens her coat to reveal lines of hidden pockets. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. I'm also envious of you, Kafka. Where she secretly places the ring, she readjusts her coat. It's safer here anyway. The two friends continue to walk and talk while pushing past the tall stalks of grass. Up ahead, Alice could see the front of the cottage and yard. I should probably check to see if my laundry is dry yet. The stuff got rain on too. It was raining so hard yesterday. The water seeped into my den. I'm still waiting for it to dry. Oh, I'm sorry, Klavka. Yeah, it's better than having a dry season though. I don't know if you can hear her, but the cat of my aunt is meowing in a moment. She's so cute. Klavka nods her head with a knowing expression. Better to be flooded than starving, for sure. No way, I don't know. By the way, I'm sorry for getting the wrong plant earlier. I probably wasted your time. Hey, it's okay, it's fine. What do you mean? I had lots of fun today. I thought I was just going to pick up a few and then do some more chores. But I'm glad I got to walk with you instead. Really? Alice gestures to the basket filled to the brim with the day's bounty. Who's going to help me prepare all this chamomile anyway? You're right. I almost forgot I promised to help you cut them up. Ah, nice. Alice opens the door to let Klavka in. They spend the rest of the day preparing more chamomile than a person would ever humanly need. If you want a diverse medicine, elderberry extract is good for fevers, colds, and headaches. It's great for families since it's an all-in-one medication. Children might not like the taste though. Oh. Alice holds a jar the size of a sunflower seed between their pointer finger and thumb. A pixie with purple hair and shimmering pink wings flutters close to the jar, spanking it with her small fingers. This jar should be able to last you half a year. Oh, cute! I was wondering if we could see like the design of the pixie. She looks very cute. How did you know this was what I was looking for? The little ones have been giving me sleepless nights. You know, the last thing I need to worry about is them getting sick on one day. If that ever happens, let me know right away. I can prescribe a more specific medicine if you like. Oh, I know you can. You've never failed me before. You're such a bright kid. Pixie flies over and pinches Alice's cheeks. It feels like Alice just got adopted. Again. I've left some seeds on the counter for you. Maybe you can add it to that beautiful garden of yours. Thank you. I'm sure they'll make a great addition. She's only dropped by the cottage a few times, but this pixie is always so nice. Alice can already remember the flutter of her wings before she comes in. The seeds she has are usually a flower I'd never seen before. Alice opens the door for the pixie mother as she makes her way out. Do you mind if I bring the kids next time? I'm sure they would love to play in your garden, maybe even drink some nectar. I would love to meet them sometime. I hope to see you and your kids soon. Well, hopefully not too soon, seeing as this is an apothecary and all, hahaha. But thank you all for your help, Alice. Alice bristles at their own awkward statement and simply smiles and waves. That was a real slick goldenrod. Oh, a new character? Alice could recognize the only is Claude. Oh, okay. A Claude sat here and there isn't a wild anywhere. Okay, that is a new character. Hello, buddy. Can you let me die on the inside in peace? That's cute. Let me see the whole look. Ooh, fancy. Lovely shirt. Well, I was going to, but actually I dropped by to return these books. True to the setter's words, he's carrying 3 books under his arm. Actually, let me look at the time. You know what? It's gonna be a great place to just, stop there and save for now. I would love to continue, but it seems I'm having a bit of trouble today with reading, and that's fine, that happens, I'm a bit tired, so usually with dyslexia, being tired is not that great because it's even more difficult for me to focus on reading and not like tripping on my words. But that's fine, that's okay. We can always continue the game another time. But I hope that even though it was a shorter one, you did like it. And I'm curious to see more of that character. And yeah, maybe we're gonna talk about like books and all. That would be nice. All right, see y'all next time. Bye bye.